ஸ்லோ பண்ண சொல்றேன். சரி வரலன்னா லாஸ்ட் மினிட்ல எழுத வேண்டாம், அப்படியே கொடுத்துருங்க, அப்புறமா எழுதிக்கோங்க. ஓகே அதுதான் गाइस.
மா நேம் எழுதுறீங்கடா.
எழுதணும். மா
அதே நேம் போட்டு அதே நேம் கொடுக்கணும். அந்த நேம் கரெக்ட்டா ரைட் பண்ணீங்களா? I can't do it like that it's. குத்துறலாம்டா அப்புறமா சர்டிபிகேட் மட்டும்.
A warm welcome to our esteemed guest, Shinu Shoba Vincent, Fulbright Program Coordinator, USIEF. Our respected principal, Dr. Shivashakti Balan sir, Principal of Vilivaka, Ms. Prema ma'am, Principal of Kumaran Nagar, Ms. Santana Lakshmi ma'am. The executive board, the teachers and the amazing delegates who made these 2 days of KRMMUN 2025 truly unforgettable. After 2 days of debate, learning and collaboration, we are here for the closing ceremony to celebrate not just the winners but the spirit of unity and leadership that defines the UN. We'll begin this evening with a prayer led by our school choir. Let their voices remind us that peace and compassion are at the heart of every great change. Kindly rise for the invocation.
குளிர்வெண் குடை போன்ற அங்கனுலகளிதலாய் ஞாயிறு போற்றதும் ஞாயிறு போற்றதும் காவிரி நாடன் திகிரி போர் போர் கோட்டு மேலுவலம் திரிதலா
A theme for the calm and soulful start. Up next, we have a graceful classical solo dance performance by Mridula of Grade 10. Her performance reflects the beauty of our culture and the harmony that brings us together. Let's welcome her with a round of elegant performance. To officially begin the ceremony, I invite our Secretary General R.V. Lekisha, whose leadership and dedication have guided this conference from the very start.
Happy evening to everyone gathered here, our respected principal, beloved teachers, our principal from Velivakam branch, Ms. Prema ma'am, our principal from Kumaranagar branch, Ms. Shantana ma'am, our distinguished chief guest, Ms. Shinu Shoba Vincent ma'am, our executive board, and most importantly, our incredible delegates. Standing here today as the Secretary General of KRMMUN 2025 feels nothing short of surreal. These 2 days have been more than just an event. They've been a journey of purpose, passions, and perseverance. A journey that began with an idea. An idea to create a space where young minds could question, collaborate, and challenge the world around them. And today, looking at the transformation of those ideas into such powerful discussions and resolutions, I can say that the journey was worth every moment. KRMMUN 2025 was never meant to be just another conference. It was meant to be a platform where ideas find direction and thoughts find depth. Over the past 2 days, our committees have witnessed some of the most spirited debates, heartfelt negotiations, and moments of true diplomacy. At the United Nations General Assembly, delegates navigated the complex web of international trade, tariffs, and global cooperation. Countries like India, South Africa, and Brazil raised pressing concerns about fair trade and inclusivity in global markets, while the United States and Germany defended the balance between national interest and economic openness. The crisis simulation that unfolded, symbolizing a trade standoff between developed and developing nations, brought to life the very essence of negotiation and compromise. Meanwhile, the United Nations Human Rights Council reflected the moral conscience of our world. Delegates deliberated on the protection of women and children in conflict zones, exploring how nations can remain humane even amidst political chaos. The discussions weren't just debates, they were reminders of empathy, accountability, and the shared duty we hold towards humanity. At the United Nations Security Council, deliberations were intense and layered, centered on strengthening peace building and conflict resolution mechanisms in the Middle East. Delegates analyzed the fragile power in the region, discussing ceasefire frameworks, humanitarian interventions, and the web of alliances shaping the region's future. The Council reminded us that peace is not merely the absence of conflict, but the presence of understanding. Over at the All India Political Parties meet, the discussions took a closer look at home, deliberating reforms in the national education policy to ensure inclusive and equitable learning in India. Delegates from diverse political perspectives emphasized bridging the urban-rural divide, strengthening vocational training, and redefining quality education for all. The debates captured the true essence of democracy, diverse voices finding common ground for a shared vision. Last but not the least, we have the International Press Corps, where there were incredible journalists and photographers who worked 2 days with capturing all the photos and videos of our delegates speaking, with giving unbiased reports as reporters. Through all these committees, one thing remained constant: the voice of youth, the most powerful voice of all. Each delegate carried not just their assigned country or political identity, but their own conviction. Their speeches reflected research, reasoning, and above all, hope. Hope that someday their ideas may shape real-world change. As the Secretary General, witnessing this evolution from empty committee rooms to halls filled with confidence, collaboration, and courage has been one of the most rewarding experiences. The late-night planning, the countless drafts, the anxious moments, and the laughter in between, all of it led to something that became larger than any one of us. KRMMUN 2025 stands as a testament to what young minds can achieve when they are given space to speak, to think, and to lead. And today, as we close this chapter, I hope every delegate walks away not just with awards or memories, but with the realization that leadership begins when you listen to learn, and change begins when you dare to question. With that, I officially declare the KRMMUN 2025 closed. Thank you. I really request our principal sir to come forward and give his words of appeal.
This is the 8th KRM, right? Model United Nations. My dear friends, when we are starting this MUN activity, one thing which came in my mind, I would like to share it here with you all. That is the preamble of the United Nations. It goes like this: since the war was in the minds of the man. Can you all repeat? It is in the minds of the man. Seed of peace to be sown.
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 Everywhere. See, there is no other way that the people have to live. We are all social beings. We have to live together. When we are living together, automatically the conflict is inevitable. But how far we are addressing the conflict, that decides the quality of civilization and where are we in the human ladder. My dear friend, conflict is an inevitable, as we know that. How far we can make our students to be prepared for that. That's the first and foremost idea. When there are conflicts, the same sea can be replaced with a collaboration. When the people are coming together and celebrating, so when you look at the history of every civilization, every culture, you could see there are a lot of festivals are being adapted as a part of the culture. So when these cultures are, festivals are being the part of the culture, and there people are coming together. One more thing I would like to quote, my dear friends. During the Indian freedom struggle, Balaganga Tilak, he has introduced an interesting program. Still we are celebrating. Can you guess? Nothing but our Vinayaka procession. People are coming together, making Vinayakas, celebrating. At last they are pushing the Vinayaka into the Visarjan. That is different. But because people are coming together, right? Whether it's a Pongal or a Deepavali, it's not that in this apartment culture we are celebrating inside the four walls of the rooms. That's not the purpose of festival, isn't it? So we have to come together, we have to share our thoughts. So when these things are happening, when the collaboration is made as a part of our life or part of our, and it's becoming a habit, automatically the conflicts will disappear. That's an idea that the whole world is thinking about. After the First World War, they started League of Nations, and Second World War, United Nations, and still fortunately there is no Third World War. It's trying to come up, but somewhat the people's mind has been in a position not to accept any sort of further wars. Now, there is a good evolution has been happening in the warfare, you know that, right? Now, American president is started introducing the trade warfare, thereby to restrict the countries. Biological warfare, various things that we are undergoing. But all these things, amidst of all these things, I could say, the people has to live peacefully everywhere across the world, irrespective of the caste, creed, and regional and religious boundaries. That is what the expectation of every one of us. We have to live together. And last 2 days, you people are coming together and making a lot of deliberations about the world affairs. Great. What is the purpose of knowing about the world, right? Why don't we think about only India? Because Vasudhaiva Kudambaha. So the whole world is a single entity. Single entity. So your life, life should not get restricted with this what do you call that? Within this boundary alone, region alone. You have to go beyond. Go beyond. Once upon a time, going to other state itself was a difficult thing. But now, some of our students, they are studying in foreign universities. The possibility has been laid out. So with that thought, inculcate that sort of acceptance, tolerance in the minds of the students. MUN activities are being carried out in the school. Great that first we had a connect with, we were asking for some people from Mumbai to conduct MUN in our school. But after that we realized that why don't we have it by ourselves. That is what the student is going on. And thanks to our alumnus, thanks to our alumni. No, they are not going outside. Even though they have completed their schooling from here in KRM Public School, they are not, they don't forget the school. Whenever we make a request or call, immediately they are here to help all of us. And they are carrying over their learnings and they are ready to share their learning to all of us. Can I request all our former students to pass our students to stand just for a while. So that thank you Chanmita, thank you Somaya, thank you Roshni. So they have changed the things to you. Next year, whether you are in this school or you are going out, you are expected to come back and carry over the same tradition. Thank you, all four of you. And you know that without teachers, we cannot do anything, right? And Deepmala ma'am really lasted 2 months. She was breaking her head, trying to do all the older students, because they are the one they already practice in that. It's easy for them to carry out the things, the quality MUN programs. And sometimes I used to get a request from others, why don't we have it as an inter-school MUN events? Okay, we can think about it. But for me, everything has to be exclusively given to our own children. That is what we said. Time also I heard that some of the committee, the students, the first timers, they couldn't express themselves very well, but it will happen. I think next year they'll be at the lead. I think they'll get the best delegates also. Right? So, my dear friends, keep your eyes and ears open for the world affairs. Daily, you make your habit to listen to the English news, NDTV or WION, World is One, or Al Jazeera. There are various English channels, whichever it's okay to you, just listen to it and you will get what are things happening around the world. So, let us all glorify the collaboration and let us all live a peaceful human life with a lot of values. With that, I thank each and every one of you, those who have been a part of this wonderful 2-day program. All the best.
It's our honor to welcome Ms. Shinu Shoba Vincent, ma'am, Fulbright Program Coordinator at USIEF, who has spent over a decade building bridges between nations through education and empathy. I now invite our principal, sir, to felicitate ma'am as a token of her respect and appreciation. Musical performance by our talented students Ruben Raj and Krishant of grade 9. A melody that reminds us how harmony and peace connects us all.
each committee to announce the winners. I announce the first committee, AIPPM, to announce the winners.
So hello everyone, I am the chairperson of AIPPM and he is Darshan. First of all, the AIPPM, the topic was deliberating about the national education policy. We all know how the national education policy works in our country from 2020, and it's about deliberating between the opposition party and ruling party, INC Alliance and BJP Alliance. Our delegates done a very good work because researching about this from a neutral point of view is different from a biased point of view. So our delegates really done a very good hard work and dedicated the time to our committee, and we also added many sessions. These sessions were useful because learning about the world is different, learning about our nation is different. So learning about a nation builds our nation, because nation's growth only contributes important to us. And the education policy in India also important because as students we need to know what the education policy in our country is being. So I request everyone to know about the Indian politics very much as compared to the world politics also. Thank you. Okay, from the high accommodation in AIPPM, from our committee, any guesses? The high accommodation goes to Roshan. Portfolio of Narendra Modi. A special mention 1 goes to Prarthana. She was representing Amit Shah, Home Minister. He was Chandrababu Naidu, CM of Andhra Pradesh. So best delegate, again any guesses? Yeah, Niveda. Honorable member.
I call upon the chair and vice chair of UNSC committee, Shamita and Pawan Kumar.
Hi guys, hope you all are doing well. So our committee's agenda was actually supposed to be about peacekeeping and conflict resolution in the Middle East, but we went to crisis and then we were assassinating presidents, we were going into World War III, like so much was happening. It was such a fun committee. Also, can I get a round of applause for my vice chair? It's his first time. Tough competition. Our committee was going really active and all of that. It was really hard for both of us to choose who should we give it to. So for that we have 3 verbal mentions because it was going in tie and everything. So the first verbal mention goes to the delegate of China. Goes to the delegate of Palestine. Delegate of Lebanon. My vice chair will be announcing the winners.
So the special mention goes to the delegate of France, Satya Kumar. Satya Kumar is a first timer for this event, and he did really well. Special mention goes to the delegate of Egypt, Daniel Street.
9th grade and he has already like got a high comp. This is his second MUN. Yeah, that's right, it's USA.
Thank you to the Chair and Vice Chair of the UNSC Committee. Nextly, I would like to call the Chair and Vice Chair of the UNGA Committee, Jatin and Tushya, to announce the winners.
So, firstly, I would like to thank our Principal Sir for considering me and giving me this opportunity. Deepala ma'am, thank you so much for considering and giving me this opportunity. And to our Director General and Secretary General, thank you so much for making this process so seamless. Talking about my committee, we started off pretty slow, but then when we accelerated, we went just super amazing. It was so fun. We set so many crises. We changed the entire dynamics. We did India putting tariffs on US, and it was such a fun crisis, and we had so much fun. It was such a wonderful, informative session, and I'm very happy because we had a lot of first timers, but then they engaged themselves so much, and every delegate tried to make a point. They spoke, and they did not hesitate, and that's what matters. Talking about the winners, firstly I would like to give 3 verbal mentions which will be given by my Vice Chair. Talking about my Vice Chair, I want to say one thing, that my Vice Chair was the best delegate when I was the Vice Chair of UNEP. And now he is my Vice Chair. I feel so happy because he was my best delegate, I think in KRMMUN'25. Even Ilakya was the delegate, even Lekisha was the delegate of my committee, and I'm very happy to see both of them here.
Thanks to my dear friend Jatin. Jatin Anna. So my committee was so much fun. Actually yesterday I thought it would be kind of boring, but then when they started to talk, oh my god, they just... I don't have words. Okay, so I would like to give... I would like to give awards to my mates, but then I can't, so they will be given verbal mentions. Firstly, I would like to give the verbal mention to the delegate of Bangladesh, Nishant. Sanjit. And the last one to the delegate of Russia, Hema Malini. Thank you guys. Have a better everyone next time. Get the best.
For the special mentions, these 2 delegates were the most sarcastic delegates, yet when they spoke, they made so much sense, and these were the 2 countries were fighting with each other, and they were making sure that they make the MUN more resourceful yet fun. So the 2 delegates are Delegate of India, Prem Shankar. And now, High Commendation and Best Delegate. Before announcing, I want to say that there was only 0.025 difference between both the delegates. It was very difficult to choose one. Both the delegates are amazing. They were well researched, and they had the most point of views to say. The High Commendation goes to the delegate of USA, Laksha. And now the best delegate. Any guesses? Yes, it's delegate of Germany, Shri Ilakia Bala.
like to call the chairpersons of the UNHRC committee, Sumaya and Arundhati, to announce the winners.
First of all, I would like to thank Principal Sir Deepmala ma'am and the Secretariat for giving me this chance. And to say a few words about my committee, only 3 were experienced, the others were all first timers. So we had a bit of tough time trying to get them to talk. But yesterday, they did not speak at all, but today it was far better. They raised a lot of point of informations and they just needed a little bit of cues on what to ask, but they did ask and I am really, really proud of them. Can we all give them a round of applause, please? Thank you. My Vice Chairperson will announce the verbal mention, please.
So with much pride, I'm going to give the verbal mention to our committee. You have so much potential, keep on debating. And the first verbal mention goes to the delegate of UK, Ravishankran RV. And the second verbal mention goes to delegate of Myanmar, Anmita. And the Palestine, Satvika.
For the special mention, I am really sorry if I butcher your name. It's not intentional. The special mention 1 goes to the delegate of Iran, Rajeshwari. Any guesses on the best delegate? Russia. How? Okay, I was actually not expecting that. Yes, it is the delegate of Russia, Danish. Delegates have a lot of potential, so keep winning and see you all in next month hopefully. Thank you.
Okay, lastly, I would like to call the chairperson of the IPC committee, Roshni, to come forward and announce the winners.
First of all, I would like to thank KRM. KRM has always been my home. I studied here for past 12 years. And then I really thank my principal, Sir Deepmala ma'am. She always had my back. And KRM never forgets us. They literally keep calling us whenever they need us. And it really feels pleasurable to come here again and again. So I also thank the OC for this wonderfully planned and executed. I was the Secretary General last month. And she literally messaged me that she got inspired by me and she wanted to organize one this year because last year it didn't happen. So it feels warm to hear that. And then, so the IP IPC committee was not like other committees. We didn't have much deliberations or anything like that. But we are the press committee where we have photographers and reporters where they are allocated to each other committees. They literally did good job. They are all first timers. We had small children, I would mean that. And then we also had 11th and 12th graders. They were the reporters. Everything was perfect when they submitted everything. The timeline was maintained. Yeah, I would now suggest. I would now give the awards to them. I would first go with the verbal mention. Mahika. She kept asking me doubts and then because it's her first time. She kept asking me doubts and she even completed all her tasks. Then Advait. He was literally coming back of me asking many doubts. He was so curious as to what he should do. Congrats for that. I would like to announce special mention. KK Ashmita. On a topic and everything was perfect in her report. To give one verbal mention, Mita Jain. Thank you. This committee felt a bit real because I think KRM is introducing this committee a bit new. So yeah, but when I did my MUN, we had. So I'm doing MUN from 8th grade. So it feels good to be here again. Keep munning, keep debating, keep deliberating.
So I thank all the chairs and vice chairs for coming forward and announcing the winners. I called many of the chairs in the last minute, but all of them happily agreed to come and chair for this MUN. And especially all of the background guys that they submitted, I asked it on short notice. But all of it was literally perfect and I couldn't find any flaws in it, mainly because of the seniors. We could make this MUN a very grand success. So it's time to felicitate our chairs, and I would like to call the chair of IPC committee to come and receive a memento. I request our chief guest, ma'am, to distribute the memento. To call the chair of the UNSC committee, Shamita, to come forward. Call the chairperson of the UNGA committee, Jatin, to come forward. PPM committee. He's a student of our own school. He's studying in grade 12. Tarun, to come forward and Committee. I would like to call the Vice Chair of the UNSC Committee, Pawan Kumar. Of the UNHRC Committee. Our teacher conveners for supporting us from the start. This event was not just a plan.
Appreciating our teachers, I think we need to appreciate these two people, right? In 1 minute. Organizing top to bottom. So bit by bit they worked a lot. Detailed work, that is what this has been done without too much of confusions and commotions. Thank you both of you. We have a very good leadership quality. God bless. One of the entire work. So let us congratulate and thank Deepmala ma'am for her tireless effort. I think last 5 months she is the one who is leading. A lot of support. Next year onwards, Bharat ma'am will take it into all the best.
We are deeply honored to have Ms. Shinu Shoba Vincent with us today, a leader in international education and a strong advocate for youth empowerment. Ma'am, we request you to share a few words with us.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Yes. First of all, let me thank Principal Sir for inviting me, giving me this opportunity to talk with you and to felicitate this event. And also I thank KRM ma'am who coordinated everything. So thank you so much for that. And I'm also I'm part of KRM. My son studies here, so it's like home to me. So I have to be honest with you, I'm not a speaker. I'm a subject matter specialist. If you want me to talk about Fulbright, I will go on and on and on. But this is something, I'm not a spontaneous speaker, so I had to prepare, and so I asked Sir, what should I talk about, Sir? Is there a topic on which I should be talking on? And then he gave me, so the topic was International Connect to Redefine Students' Thinking, Pattern Beyond Geographical Boundaries. So the moment I got this topic, I was thinking what is that gives that immediate connect? What makes that connection? So what do you think that makes the connection, that international connection, crossing borders? Any trade? Okay. Internet, yes, good. Sorry?
Education.
Very good, okay. Any other opinions? Huh? People, okay, good. Numbers? Migration, okay, very good. Huh? Business. Yeah, trade, business, yeah, very good. And? Good. Communication, good. Food. Food, oh wow, good. Yes, it is very important. So, the more I thought about it, given that I have this experience of over 15 years with the international educational collaboration, with my experience, I think it is empathy, kindness and respect that actually gives you the immediate connection. So, is it easy to give empathy, show empathy to others? Isn't it? More than trade, it's not actually trade, it's not technology, or it's not even language that actually makes that immediate connection. It is empathy, respect and kindness. So, what do you think? Is it easy to practice this empathy?
That's what.
Yeah. So, what empathy means? Exactly. So, it is actually seeing through others' eyes. So, it is just understanding to feel their hopes, to feel their fears and struggles as if it is your own. And without empathy, we might know about the world, but we never truly understand it. And then comes respect, the quiet strength that allows empathy to grow. Respect means recognizing that every culture, be it like any culture, within our country or across the borders, you have to respect each other's culture. And the moment you respect each other's culture without any judgments, then I mean it is easy to show kindness there. You know, that is very important. So when you actually respect others' culture, every way of life is different and it carries its own wisdom. So it means that even when we don't agree with them, we still don't judge them, but we still listen to them. So we don't judge the differences, but we learn from them. We often tell, in our home we often tell my son, like I want to tell that in Tamil because that is what I keep telling him. ஒருத்தர் உனக்கு என்ன செய்யக்கூடாதுன்னு நினைக்கிறியோ அதை நீ இன்னொருத்தருக்கு செஞ்சிடாத அப்படின்றது தான் நான் அவனுக்கு சின்ன வயசுல சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். That is what is called aram in Tamil. Arathukku வந்து I don't see any other equivalent word in any other language. Aram is very important. So I actually insist, I suggest that you all practice that also in your life. So உங்களுக்கு எது மத்தவங்களால உங்களுக்கு எது செய்யக்கூடாதுன்னு நீங்க நினைக்கிறீங்களோ அதை எப்பவுமே யாருக்குமே செஞ்சிடாதீங்க. So that's very important. And it sounds very simple and I mean it's not very difficult to follow that. But if we really lived by that, our homes, schools and our neighborhood and even our world would look very different. Because that one sentence naturally brings in the third value, the kindness. And kindness is what turns empathy and respect into action. It's what bridges the gap between understanding and doing. You may not be able to change the whole world, but you can always choose to make your corner of it a little bit more human. When we bring empathy, respect and kindness together, we stop seeing the world as us and them. We begin to see it as one shared human experience, different in expression but united in essence. Now let's come to the theme of this program, redefining the way we think beyond geographical boundaries. What does that mean for you? So as students and as young global citizens, what do you think? Any thoughts? I think it means expanding the lens through which you see the world. For a long time, education focused on information. Like we've been feeded with many information, but on what we know and like when you actually talk about education, it's only feeding of a lot of information. And but now today we have to see beyond it. The world needs something even deeper, and education, we have to see education as a perspective. So you belong to a generation that lives in constant connection. Your words, your thoughts, your creativity can cross oceans in seconds. But the real challenge is, can your understanding travel as fast as it can? Like your words. Like because you can just connect with anybody across the world, but do you understand them? That is what is important. So I want to actually talk about my experience here. So I work here at USIEF Education for the past 10 years, but I'm with education collaborations for the past 15 years. So every year I have to host like 40 US Fulbright scholars to India. So I manage the Fulbright program for the entire South India and Odisha. So we host about like 40 scholars every year, and what I understood from interacting with them is that we should, I mean, they have like different opinions about India, and we also have similar different opinions about their country. What we have to do is we have to keep our opinions to ourselves, and we try to understand what they want to actually give us, and also we should give them the best experience of our own culture. So if they have any interpretation about our culture, it is our responsibility to tell them what it is about, and we should also be not very judgmental about their culture. Whether, I mean, not only the culture, I would say, it is about anything that gender or politics, socio-economic classification, everything. We should actually respect the others, and it's very simple. If we respect, we don't have to agree with them, but we just should understand that it's their opinion and they have their own rights to show their opinion. So that is very important, and that is what I've been, the past 10 years, that is what I've learned. So learning is something that is constant, I would say. So if you see me, I mean, if you ask me, like in 2015, did I be the same? I mean, did I have the opinion, I mean, good opinion about other people about US? I would say, like, what opinion I have now, I did not have the same in 10 years back. It was very different. So in 10 years, I have actually unlearned, relearned, and learned a lot of things. So that is how you should keep your ears open, your hearts open to keep learning throughout your life. Learning should be constant. You should not actually stop learning at all. So learning means it's not about education alone. It's not about what you study in college or school. It's about world matters. So you should actually keep constantly learning about this. So empathy, respect, and kindness come together. So, and they are not just personal virtues, they are global skills. They allow you to think like a world citizen without losing your roots. And when you practice that, then consistently, you develop something very special, something like to call transactional intelligence. Transcultural intelligence. Have you heard of this term called transcultural intelligence? Okay. Transcultural intelligence is more than knowing about other countries, other cultures. It's the ability to learn from, adapt to, and grow with multiple cultures, to find shared meaning across cultures and among differences. It doesn't ask you to blend everything into oneness, but instead it invites you to create harmony out of diversity. It helps you walk into any space, whether it's university abroad, a global company, or an international conference, and connect with, collaborate with, and contribute with understanding. The world doesn't need more experts, it needs more bridge builders. And I see you as the bridge builders, people who can listen deeply, disagree respectfully, and find common ground. Today I saw that in you, like in the debates. I actually requested, sir, that I should also visit these committees and understand what they are doing in these committees. And in that I saw, like, I saw some healthy discussions, healthy debates that were happening, and in fact, someone had a question about NEET, and if you don't know the answer, they actually, bought some time. The person, I don't know who it was, Stalin, Okay, Stalin didn't have the answer for that, and then he just got some time and he went on the internet and looked up the answer and he gave that answer. I was so impressed with that. So this debate and this something that I'm hopeful that this generation will actually take all this forward, and I'm so glad that this is happening in our school. And the world doesn't need more experts, like I said, and that what I see in you today is through the model UN I was just talking about. You've already practiced what many adults struggle with, debating global challenges while building on to mutual respect. You've learned to see multiple sides of an issue, to think critically but speak kindly. Those are not just skills for this event, they are skills for life. When you carry empathy, respect and kindness into your classrooms, your friendships and your future workplaces, you are already thinking beyond borders. You are redefining what leadership looks like. I saw many leaders today at the debates, and thanks to you. And I think I should also learn many things from you, like the leadership skill and your coordinating skills and all was excellent. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to actually witness all this. And this is why I feel hopeful when I see your generation, you bring something we did not, the authenticity, because you don't have like two faces. That is something that I keep telling my son also, like you are what you are, like at home you are the same, and even outside your house you are the same. So you don't have like two faces, one for the world to see and another that stays hidden. You are the same person wherever you go. That honesty is your strength, and you are also more socially aware. That is something I really appreciate of, because you give like proper respect. If you see there is any inequality, you just actually raise questions about it. Like where we used to actually keep quiet, but if you see any injustice, inequality that is happening, you actually ask questions, which is what I really appreciate. And you should also, I think you should also be a little politically aware. That is something that lacks this generation. So someone actually mentioned that you should be aware of the local politics. I also say that. Tarun, yeah, I agree with you, because that is very important. Because knowing global issues is also important to have this international connect, but you should be also politically aware of what is happening in your own ground, in your own city, in your own state and in your own country, so that if at all you have any questions, or if you have to connect with people across the borders, they will have a lot of questions about about India's socio-political matters. So you should be able to answer them. So, and I think that is also very important. And this generation, I also see you as a real generation, and which is not bad. I won't say it is bad, but when you actually go on social media, I would actually recommend that you engage with more political and social matters as well, along with the other things, which is very important, because that keeps you going, because that keeps you very relevant to what is happening in the world. So make sure that you are also engaging with the local political matters and the social matters that are around you. Yeah. So, and as you step out of this room today, remember this: borders were drawn on maps and not in the minds. The more we learn to see the world through each other's eyes, the less those borders matters. So just be kind and respect each other and show empathy. That is what is the key. And if you are very empathetic, you can actually go to any part of the world. And it's not about traveling to other countries and knowing about their culture. You can sit here and learn the other culture. You can sit here and connect with the other people. And if you are actually planning to do your higher education in other countries, or if you are planning to work in other countries, these are the key things that you have to practice. Just be kind and respectful to others. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring thoughts. Your words remind us to lead with empathy, awareness, and purpose. Every successful event is built on teamwork and dedication. To express our gratitude, I now invite our Director General M. Sridharan to deliver the word of thanks.
To the end of 2 unforgettable days of diplomacy, debate, and discovery. It's my privilege as my Director General to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the KRMMUN 2025 team. First and foremost, we thank the Almighty for blessing us with the strength and clarity, perseverance to bring this event to life. Every moment from planning to the final gavel has been guided by the grace and gratitude. We extend our heartfelt thanks for esteemed Chief Guest Ms. Shinu Shoba Vincent, Fulbright Program Coordinator at the United States India Educational Foundation USIEF, for taking the time to join us today, ma'am. Your presence has truly added meaning and value to this ceremony, inspiring every delegate in this hall. Our deepest gratitude goes to our respected Senior Principal, Dr. Shivashakti Balan Sir, Principal of Vilivatham, Ms. Prima Ma'am, Principal of Kumaranagar, Ms. Shanta Lakshmi Ma'am, and management of KRM Public School for their constant guidance, encouragement, and unwavering support in making KRMMUN '25 a reality. A special note of appreciation to our wonderful teacher conveners, Ms. Deepmala Ma'am and Ms. Balaji Ma'am, for being our pillars of strength throughout this journey. Their faithfulness and their constant guidance have been backbone of this event. To our Secretary General Lekishaw, whose vision, leadership, and endless dedication turned this idea into a dream we could all live. Thank you for leading us with the grace and warmth and determination. To the Secretariat, every members who work tirelessly behind the scenes, and to our amazing volunteers and supporting staff, thank you for your hard work, patience, and teamwork. This event stands as proof of what collaboration and patience can create. And finally, to the heart of this conference, our incredible delegates, your research, energy, and diplomacy have filled this show with meaning. You are reminded us with what MUN truly stands for: dialogue, respect, and the courage to make a voice heard. On behalf of the entire organizing team, thank you all once again for making KRMMUN 2025 a successful. Always remember.
The Fulbright Commission and the Fulbright Fellowships are for Indian citizens and US citizens to do research, teach, or study at the host countries. So one is like US citizens can come here and do their research, study here, or teach at Indian institutions. Similarly, we have fellowships for Indian citizens to go to the US and you can do your masters or research at US institutions or teach at US institutions. So this is the opportunity that you have for Indian citizens, and this is also an opportunity for International Connect. So that is something that you can actually consider applying for in the future. Now you are too young to apply for this fellowship, but you can actually keep this in mind. This is something, there is an educational exchange program that is happening, and that is funded by the US and Indian governments together. So just keep this in mind, and in future if you are interested in doing something like this, which is completely funded, please do consider applying for the Fulbright Fellowships. And our office is just inside the US Consulate in Chennai, and you are welcome to visit our office after the shutdown is over.
Thank you, Sridharan, for those heartfelt words. To conclude this wonderful journey, I request everyone to rise for the national anthem.